morning everyone, hope everyone's okay. Great to see you all. So today we're talking about happiness at work and does it really exist? You know, have a really good think about it. Like, so many people say that they're just in a job for the sake of a job. So many of us just go into a job for money. But can you actually be happy at work? Who is happy at work? I mean, give me like a little hands up who is happy. Because if you believe that work is just for money, that's all well and good, but you're only going to get so far and you will just have a job for money. What are you actually looking for? When you applied for that job back in the day, what was it about that job that appealed to you? Was it the money? Was it the people? Was it the prestige of the company? Like, what was it that you really, really wanted? What did you really want from your career? And that's what you've got to really think about. So many people, and I hear them all the time, will always say, oh, well, I'm just here for the money and I'm just here before, because I've got to go to a job. I've got, if you already start in that negative spiral, you're already saying to yourself, oh, well, if I'm just stuck here, then of course you're not going to be happy at work. Because why? Why should you be? You're not there for the right reason. Why do you get up and go to work every day? Have a real think. Let me know in the comments below, what is it that makes you go to work every day? If it's if you're going to work every day because you feel like you have to, just because you want the money, well then the work isn't going to work out for you. You've got to think about the real reasons for why you get up every morning and why you go in there. And maybe it's about changing that up a little bit. I'm not saying that you need to change jobs, but I'm saying that you need to remember your reasons for your why. That everybody has a purpose. What is your purpose? What's your purpose for work? You've got to think about, and then think about all of your life here. I mean, we're talking about happiness, but happiness, if you're really happy in your job and you're not happy elsewhere, eventually you won't be happy anywhere. So what is it about happiness to you? And, is your health good? Is your family relationships good? Are your social relationships good? Are you out in your social? What is it? How is your entire life functioning? In the entire wheel of your life, how is it? And you've got to really think about it. Do you have like loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of great things going on and it's just the job that's pulling you down? Because if that's the case, then what is it about that job that's pulling you down? You've got to tell the world. Because the thing is once you figure that out, everything else will become easier because you know what you're working towards. And dare I ask, and I'm going to throw this out there, but do you actually enjoy moaning? Because I know that sometimes I get myself into a negative spiral sometimes and, and everything feels like it's going wrong. And sometimes I just want to get it out. But to get it out, it means I'm moaning and I'm moaning and I'm moaning and moaning and it all just gets on top of you. Is it that you just enjoy it? Do you just enjoy getting sucked into that? Or do you sit with your colleagues at work and you're all moaning about work and it's just kind of the thing that links you all together, so you enjoy that part of it? Because if that's the case, fine, hands up, say it, and that could just be part of what the work environment is like, or it could just be a part of your personality. And we all know a lot of us love a good moan every now and again. So you've got to ask yourself, is it that you just enjoy the moan, or do you genuinely not like work? There are people that stay in the same job for years and years and years, and they moan years and years and years on. And I wonder if it's just because they just enjoy the moan and they think it's all part and parcel. But if you genuinely are getting up, going into work every day, and you're feeling like, I really wish I wasn't here, well, then it's time to do something about it. And you've got to ask yourself, where is the happiness? How can you find it? It's not about, and happiness isn't just about going out there and finding it. It's not about, looking for, success, for instance. Because if you're always looking for that, the goalposts will always change. If you think about when you first came out of school or uni or whatever educational institution you were at, when you first came out, you got your first job. How happy were you when you got that first job, that first day of acceptance where you went, I've got a job? And then say 6 months later, year later, 2 years later, how did you feel then? Because usually what tends to happen is that the goalposts change. That's how we all get on that, I want to be better, I want to climb that career ladder, right? Like, the goalposts change as it goes along. So if you're always looking for happiness and you're searching for it in something, the thing is that the goalposts will always change and eventually you won't be 100% sure on your own happiness. It won't be down to you being happy, it's down to what you can achieve. So it's about taking a step right now and going, actually, I'm not too happy about things. So rather than search for what happiness is and search for happiness, take a step back and go, okay, maybe I'm working too hard right now. Maybe I'm doing too much. What can I remove to make myself relax and find that happiness again? And that's probably one way of doing it where you're not searching for happiness because you're taking a step back rather than taking a step forward. So important. And it's, happiness is about having purpose, and it's not about having purpose on the big wide world and being a celebrity and being on Love Island. It's not about that. But being happy is about finding your purpose internally. That could just be that you want to make enough money to pay for a nice roof over your head and look after your children. That could be all that is. And if that's the case, fine. It could be that you just want a job where you don't have to commute for an hour and a half to get to, which I've done in the past. I actually quit my job because an hour and a half was too long a commute, and that wasn't a priority for me. So you take a step back, you decide that that's not what you want. So have a real think about it. What is it that you really, really want? And in the job that you're in right now, are you happy, or are your priorities off? Or is it going against what you think is happy? Because if you want happiness in work, you need to take control of it. You can't just let life happen to you and then say, oh, I really wish I was happy in my job, or no one's ever happy in their job. There are thousands, if not millions, of people that love what they do every day. And it can happen, and it can be the same for you, but you need to make the decision that's what you want. Once you've made that decision, then the rest will all fall into place. But you need to make that decision that this is what you want. You want to enjoy the job that you have every single day. We always want something else. We're always chasing for something. But what we need to start doing is taking a step back, be happy with what we've got, and then start thinking, well, how can I make this better for me? It doesn't have to be that you're chasing something. It could just be, I need to start thinking honestly what it is that I truly want. And if many of you followed me on Instagram, you would have seen that I posted something a few days ago, which was all about if you don't know what you want, then you may as well start being happy with what you have. And just think about that for a moment. If you don't know what you want and what you're searching for and where that happiness is, well, then start being happy with what you have, and more things will start coming to you. So what you need to really be thinking about now is, what are you grateful for right now? What are you really happy that you have today? It could be that you woke up. It could be that you woke up and you woke up with family or with friends, or you're in a fantastic house share. I don't know, we're in London, hey? So, whatever you are grateful for, it could be that you had a good breakfast this morning. It could be that you got to work without stressing or rushing around. It could be that, you had a really lovely day yesterday. What is it that you are grateful for? And think about what you are happy for right now. And put it in the comments below as well. Tell me, what are you happy for right now? Because whatever you are happy for, if you hold on to that, happiness will start multiplying. It'll start multiplying because you're happy for what you've got right now. And after that, you can start seeing other opportunities come up for you because you're not stressing about them. You're not chasing something. You're just waiting for it to come to you, and everything will all start working out. Being happy in work does exist. It really, really does. But you need to make the choice to be happy at work. You need to make the choice to take control of your career and do what you want to do. No one's going to do it for you. It is in nobody else's best interests to enjoy their job other than your best interests. So you need to think about it. What is it that you want from your career? And then you need to start going out and taking control of it. So I'm Nikki Thomas. You can find me on Twitter, which is @NikkiPThomas, Instagram @NikkiThomasCoach. Same on the page. Follow the page, like the page in order to go and get tips and support for work. And I'll see you next week. But seriously, happiness at work does exist. You just need to make the effort to find it. See you all soon.